Searches for how to become a universal travel agent are at an all-time high, and it's probably thanks to Epic Universe. So in this video, we're going to show you everything you need to know all about becoming a universal travel agent. What does a universal travel agent even do? Well, you help families all across the globe plan their trip here, whether it's to Florida or out in Hollywood. You help families decide which attractions they should go on, what shows should they see, what resort should they stay at, and more importantly, how to fit their vacation of their dreams within their budget. Vacations are emotional, and families all across the globe are going to be looking at you and saying, hey, how best can we invest our vacation dollars into creating the most amazing memories possible at Universal? While you don't necessarily need to be a Potterhead in order to sell Universal Vacations, you really do need to have a love for all the different IP that's used across the different parks here at Universal Orlando, over at Universal Studios Hollywood too. Things like Shrek, Minions, of course, Harry Potter, Jurassic World, there's King Kong, there's so many different IPs that are used across the different parks here. And that's what makes this park so special for you as a travel agent, because if you have a deep love for something, you can showcase that in a lot of your content. And that's what people really want to see.
Because when your friends and family, or especially your social media followers, see that passion that you have for Universal or any other travel partner, they're going to end up booking that vacation with you. And you could send somebody to Universal on a Monday, book a cruise for someone on a Friday, and then at the end of the month, send somebody down to a beach resort in the Caribbean. Working with a host agency, you're going to have a lot of different options, not just Universal. I think that Universal is an amazing brand. It's a great way to get into being a travel agent, seeing what that's like. But people are going to ping you and say, hey, great, I love the Universal content that you're posting. By the way, I really like to go to Sandals, or I love Royal Caribbean. I love to go on Carnival cruises. Can you book that for me too? And when you work for a host agency, you're going to have the ability to work with a ton of different travel suppliers, not just Universal, but I do love starting with Universal as a travel agent because the brand, it's so iconic, everybody knows it and loves it. And if you're a big passionate fan of Harry Potter or one of the other IPs that we've talked about already, well, you can showcase all of that on your social media and people are going to start following you and seeing what you have to say, and then you can book their trip for them, whether it's to Universal or another amazing destination.
And let's not forget all the benefits of being a universal travel agent. So I'm here at Celanova right now. It's one of the resorts that are right next to Epic Universe. And we're here on a discounted stay because Universal wants you as a travel agent to come and enjoy the properties. The pools are a vibe. Every single resort has an amazing pool. We love it. Our kiddos in particular love having resort days instead of going to the parks because the pools are awesome. It's great fun for both kiddos and adults. There's a lot of fun to be had here and at the park. So if you're going to a park, you can also get a discounted ticket as soon as you complete the training. So whether it's getting that ticket once a year or getting a discounted hotel rate, the hotels in particular are as available, space available rates. They're not guaranteed. But why would Universal do this? Well, they want you to come and experience everything. They want you to be able to see the parks for yourself. They want you to see the hotels and how cool they are. And you can definitely resort hop your way around. And that's something unique that Universal does is outside of Helios, you can actually resort hop and check out the pools at a few of the different resorts here, and it's already included in your room rate. Being able to post stuff like that on your stories is why Universal wants you to come here. They want you to post about it and hopefully help you build your book of business by showing other people what it's like to come and experience a universal vacation. Obviously, you're probably also wondering, how much money could you make as a universal travel advisor? And the fact is that you can make money a lot of different ways with Universal, whether it's like hotel only bookings, a vacation package, ticket only. There's a lot of different ways that you can sell to your friends and family. And that's the key. Selling to your friends and family, getting them involved in your travel brand early on is super critical for you to make money. While we can't disclose all of the exact commission percentages we have with any of our travel partners, let's just say that you could take a base rate of like 10% across the board. Sometimes it's gonna be a little bit higher, sometimes it can be a little bit lower, sometimes it can be a lot higher. It really just depends on what you're selling to the individuals that are coming on whatever trip. But let's say 10%, and if it's $1,000, you're gonna have that commission split with the agency. You should start off at a 70-30 split. If you're not, then it's definitely not the right agency for you. But really, there are so many different ways. People would love to come just spend a weekend, do resort hopping. Sometimes you'll have people that come to a vacation package. There's also really cool things that you can do. For example, like somebody gets off a cruise ship and then they can come here directly. Royal Caribbean just announced a partnership with Universal. So there's a lot of different ways that you can build that business. And it doesn't just have to be, $20,000, $30,000 vacation packages. You can book somebody a hotel, ticket only package. There's a lot of ways that you can build that business and build that book of business over time with Universal. In a world of wanderlust and you just gotta go, you're probably looking for a travel agency where you can grow. I may not know a lot about Dr. Seuss, but I do know a lot about travel agencies. And before this video flies by, okay, seriously, that's the last dad joke that I'll have for you in this video, I promise. But really, what you're here for is to learn about like, what is a host agency? Like, how do I even get started as a universal travel agent? Well, what you're looking for is a host agency. And a host agency is kind of like that umbrella that you work underneath of. So we're the ones that have the direct contracts with Universal and other travel suppliers. We're also the ones that receive the commissions and then disperse them out. May have insurance that we're offering to you as the travel advisor, just in case something goes catastrophically wrong on a trip. And we're the ones that have the insurance that can make sure everything is made right for your guests. But really what you're looking for in a host agency, and like what you should be asking throughout this video is, do I vibe with that agency? Do I feel comfortable working with them? Do I feel like this is kind of like a scam, like an MLM or pyramid type scheme? Are they charging a lot of money? Am I getting lots of benefits out of it? And so we'll talk about some of those things here in this video. But more importantly, like, you want somebody that understands Universal and is here in the parks, and you want somebody that knows what they're talking about, because that's going to give you the confidence as you are personally selling Universal Vacations to your guests. Look, as you find host agencies, there's really 3 questions that you need to ask. Is there a fee to work with this host agency? Do you have any kind of like minimum standards or targets that I have to hit? And then number 3, what benefits do you as the host agency give to me as a travel advisor? Unfortunately, a lot of host agencies operate off of what should be an extinct model, where they're still charging hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year just to be part of that agency. And I think that's kind of silly that you have to pay a company in order to work for them, but that's a determination that you have to make for yourself. However, we'll never charge any kind of fees, dues, anything like that, as long as I'm the CEO here at our company. The reason why is because I don't think that you should really have to pay a company or a fee to work for them. But there are a lot of host agencies out there that do charge like a tech fee, implementation fee, something like that. And you've really got to be careful as a brand new advisor when you're doing your host agency interviews. Talk to them, see what value are you getting. If you're paying a couple $100s a year, are you getting emails? Are you getting trainings? Like, what kind of trips are you getting out of that? Really do make sure though that if you're going to pay any kind of a fee to join a host agency, make sure that the value that you're getting is way outside of whatever you're paying. And the second question you're going to want to ask is, are there any kind of like minimums that we have to achieve in order to be part of the agency? It could be like a total sales target, or it could be a like commission-based target, or it could be trip-based. Here at Famvia Travel, we have a $25,000 a year minimum target that everybody has to hit to be part of our agency. And it's really not that hard to hit it. You can stack it any way you want. Could be a couple cruises, could be a couple heart trips, it could be trip and a cruise. However you want to get there, it's up to you. But 25,000 is actually really, really low when it comes to most host agencies that are out there. And really, the final question that you have to ask any host agency is, what benefits do you provide for us? Obviously, if you are going to go work for a travel agency, they should have some kind of resources or some kind of training or community or something like that for you to take advantage of as a brand new travel advisor. And here at Famvia Travel, that's where our Advisor Academy comes in handy, because we have over 20 hours of courses for you as a brand new travel advisor. Everything from all of our new advisor onboarding, how to become a travel advisor, our mastering travel social media. We have a beginner, intermediate, and advanced version. We have psychology of travel. That's just our Advisor Academy. Of course, on top of that, we have all of our trainings for different travel partners. And then last but not least, and probably the most important, is our community. So our community is jam-packed with people all across the globe as travel advisors. These are folks that are really passionate about what they do, whether it's Universal or Disney or a myriad of our other travel partners. We use an app called Slack. We have different travel partner channels in there. We have different channels for all of our different teams that are there as well. And so you get to chat with people all day long about, hey, I don't understand this ticket package. Or maybe, how do I take advantage of this deal? If you have any kind of question, and there's no stupid questions, by the way, you can ask that in our Slack community and somebody will have the answer. And so that is what like a small sampling of the benefits that we provide for you as a travel agency here at Famvia Travel. I don't know anybody else that provides this amount of benefits for new travel advisors and existing travel advisors, but the benefits that you get from a travel agency should be big because you are underneath that host agency umbrella. And let's hope that whatever host agency you choose has a ton of benefits available for you as a brand new universal travel agent. All right, let's say that the sorting hat has placed you here at Famvia Travel. Like, what's our application process look like? Well, if you're at VacationLab.io, fill out the form that says become a travel agent. Fill out that form and let us know a little bit about you. We want to see what your experience is like with Universal. What makes you tick? What makes you excited to become a universal travel agent? As a CEO, I will actually jump on the first call with you. We'll be able to talk and see if we can help each other, because obviously we want to grow our community well. We want to make sure that we can help each other. You can learn a lot from us, and then we can also help you grow your own travel brand. But we also want to make sure that you can jump into our community and tell people what your experience is like, because no two travel advisors experience is exactly the same, especially with Universal. You may know a lot about one particular IP or one destination, and somebody else may not. And so our community is growing all the time, and we want to make sure that our community is additive with you on board. So once you fill out the form, we'll jump on a call, you'll sign the terms, and boom, you get access to all of our travel partners. You can start registering at Universal Partner Community. You get access to all of their training, our training, and boom, you can start booking all the vacations immediately. And yep, we are looking for some new recruits here at Famvia Travel. If you think that the fact that we don't charge any fees or dues and that we have a super low minimum and all the benefits we provide for you as a brand new universal travel agent, all that sounds good to you, you're probably asking like, okay, well, what do you look for in a new recruit? Well, we look for people that are proactive, great communicators, people that love other people. You're gonna find that, there are gonna be days that are hard. There's gonna be some days that are amazing. Some months you may have, a couple $100 in commission, and then some months you may have thousands of dollars in commission. You've got to be super positive throughout all of it. And that's where our community will help you feel like, you're part of a bigger team. And we have a lot of people that are, encouraging you and cheering you on, things like that. But who you are as a person is really important. We want to make sure, though, that you love to talk to people, that you are really engaged on social media. We want to look at, are you able to effectively communicate a plan to someone? Say, hey, here's what you got to do when you go to Universal. Start here, then do this, then do this. Can you plan things out? Are you really detail oriented? Are you kind of like OCD when it comes to, okay, here's every single cost that you may encounter. Here's how to budget. Here's everything you need to know. Those are the types of people that we look for. People that are in sales, people that love to take care of kiddos, people that are really nurturing and just really want to be around other people. Those are all people that do really, really well here at Famvia Travel. If you're ready to get started on your universal travel agent journey, then it's time to hit that QR code on the screen and head over to VacationLab.io. I look forward to chatting with you soon.